This is Thanos, and these are the Avengers. In this video, I will be building Infinity War in LEGO. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first scene I want to build is when Bruce Banner crashed through the Sanctum Sanctorum to warn the others that Thanos is coming. So I got my pieces and started to build. For this build, I created a floor that was raised up so that we can fit the Bruce Banner minifigure in, and it looks like he crashed. I'm using the Bruce Banner from the newer Hulkbuster set. So I placed him in there and I put a bunch of pieces to act as rubble. And of course, I couldn't forget Doctor Strange and Wong. And just like that, the build was complete. Now, on to the next. The next scene I wanted to build was when Captain America showed up in the train station and saved Wanda and Vision from Proxima Midnight. This is one of my favorite scenes from Infinity War. Anyways, to start the build, I put tiles on the ground to mimic a railroad. Then came the platforms. For this scene, I will use Proxima Midnight and Captain America for the minifigures. So I placed them both and the build was complete. It's a fairly simple build, but I think it does a good job of emulating the scene. Now, on to the next. For this next scene, we'll kind of be taking a darker turn. I'll be building Gamora's death scene. I wanted to build this scene because it was so impactful in the movie. For the build, I started to create the cliff from the ground up by using slopes and different gray pieces to match the color. I don't own a Gamora minifigure from Infinity War, but I do have the Marvel CMF series one, so I used that along with a random torso. So I placed Gamora falling from the cliff and Thanos throwing her off. I like the way this build turned out. Now, on to the next scene. The next scene I wanted to build in LEGO was the battle on Titan. Specifically the part where they almost pulled the gauntlet off of Thanos' hand. To start, I created a sandy base. Then I added some random rock and slope pieces. I built a Doctor Strange portal using some pieces from a Legends of Chima set. Spider-Man will be jumping out of the portal above Thanos. I'll also be including Doctor Strange, this Iron Man minifigure, and of course, Thanos. So I placed all the minifigures in their places and the build was complete. This is probably my favorite build so far in this video. Now, on to the next. The next scene I chose to build was Thor's arrival on Wakanda. This is one of the most iconic scenes from the movie, so I thought I should build it. I started off by creating the base, and then I put some lightning pieces, and the build is basically done. The minifigures were the main focus of this build, and I think it gets the job done. Now let's move on to the next build. The next scene I chose to build was the snap scene from the end of Infinity War. This scene was so iconic and left everybody speechless at the end of the movie. Once again, this build was to mainly highlight the minifigures, so it's not really thoroughly detailed. But anyways, I placed Thanos and then Thor, and the build was complete. I think this build does a good job of encapsulating that scene. Now, onto the final build. For this final build, I wanted to create the final scene from Infinity War. It's when Thanos sits down and rests on his porch. Keep in mind, I built this scene just for fun and I thought it would be cool to build, so not much effort went into it. But anyways, here it is. I built a little cabin behind Thanos. It's sort of a forced perspective look because obviously he can't fit inside of that cabin. But it turned out to be a pretty funny build. Comment down below what your favorite build was from this video. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Peace out.